Go after for what? What? But to bring it back around to SuperGirl, or the transition into the movie. Woo boy. Okay. I am a lady. Yes, thank you. Who saw the movie after I started the book. This made me appreciate the book even more. I have a problem with the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I can't quite put my finger on it. My issue is the lack. I felt a lack of connection with this version of Kara. And with Ruthie, to be honest with you, Kara definitely wins out more so as far as a with a sense of empathy and sympathy. But for Kara, I'm gonna keep calling her Kara. I'm not calling her SuperGirl. She got a whole first name. It's
no, you're right.
It felt there was a disconnect emotionally and stakes wise.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel. I don't think they spent enough time with the villain at the start of the story.
Oh, Stephen Miller?
Stephen Miller.
Can't tell me that's who he didn't look like.
Wait, let me find a picture. So that
I hate
we're
you,
all on the
I
same
hate you
page.
so much, man.
Oh brother.
That's what he looks like. Trust me.
Yo, I hate you. Because now I got the
one.
image in my head. You are the worst.
Let me see if
I'm an Aries. What can I say? When the gun's out, it's all party time.
He lobbed a grenade and said, "Ready?"
Oh brother. Hold on. Let me close this one. I got a good one. I got a good one. Hold on. Come back. Bring this, and then we're gonna share.
While you're doing that, I will say though that Krim is not as memorable as a villain as you would want him to be, but he does bring a certain level. It's just like his ass without the metal studs.
Brother,
he does bring a level of. And it's really hard not to make this. It's hard not to make this assumption, but Krim is giving me a Mad Max villain vibe. He gives it. He just and it's not horrible. Don't get me wrong. It's not. It's not a bad thing. It's just he's upping the stakes. He doesn't care, And he can play the role. The role is played well. It's just I know what you're trying to say. It's
go ahead, Navy. I'm sorry. I want to get your opinion too.
First of all, Stephen Miller. That's diabolical. That's diabolical, sir.
You see what happens when I have lack of sleep? I'm like the safety is off.
I bumped the safety, dude.
You're not wrong because I was like, God damn, why do you look? I was looking at him like,
he got a silencer on the end of that damn weapon he's been using.
I just can't put my finger on it. I know I hate
safety
is
off
for a reason.
As I like to call him, Blue is out the cage. Put him back. Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Krim is not a memorable character to me.
No.
He was a plot device, and not a very good one.
Yeah.
I'll admit, not a very good one. It's like every time he came on the screen, all I kept asking is, "What's your purpose?
Why are you what? And how are you causing this much emotion, eliciting this much emotion when you've been on the screen for 0.2 seconds?"
Yeah.
Now, granted, you came on the scene. See, spoilers. So if y'all haven't seen the movie, there was a family that was taken out. That's where Ruthie comes in. But after that, it's like that's it. It literally turns into circumstances and coincidence.
Yeah. He comes off more 1 minute he's like a second in command of a villain, and then the next minute he does a heinous act. Right. And then he's back to the background again. And don't get me wrong, when he does the heinous act, it is heinous acts that I didn't think I would see. I will say that. But you're right, Navy. He's not as memorable as you would want him to be. The stakes are there, but it's not.
It's
not
like
connecting.
He's a disposable villain, really, because
It's
just like
which he was
from beginning to end. And you're right about that. He gives off that executive officer villain vibe.
He's a scrub.
Yeah, but then he comes up and he does something that someone who's on the come up is trying to establish himself.
That part,
right?
You know, it's like I haven't been seen. Let me do something so horrible and so.
And he does it twice. He does it twice. So the first thing I'm like, oh wow, and then when he does it the second time, I'm like, well, damn.
I guess. I guess, but we already. For me, it was like, all right, we were already here. What? Why did you need to do just that? I kind of wish that they didn't. This subplot of kidnapping the girls.
Oh, the brides.
It was so weird. It was so weird the way that they put it in. Pardon pun. The way that they. Oh God. The way that they
slipped in human trafficking and then made it part of the plot device, which I was like,
it felt like they did it in a great way when they did it with Superman. It was worked into the story seamlessly. You absolutely got it. It made sense to put it into the movie that way. I feel like they neutered it a little bit. They should have gone.
It should have been a better introduction, though. I think
there is something. Here's the thing: movie is not horrible. Let's start there.
No.
The movie is not horrible. It is definitely not as bad as a lot of.
Does it have its failings? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is it as bad as they're making it seem like on the internet? Hell no.
No.
This is still a fun film to watch. If you're talking about Millie Alcock's character as Kara, it being introduced and kind of basically picking up where we first see her in Superman. Okay, I get it. You are dealing with someone who has, and I said it in one of my videos I'll post later, you're dealing with someone who has known her parents and lost them, known the world around her and lost it, known her culture and lost it, and the only thing she's attached to is crypto. I got it. And that's why on the other end of that, on the other side of that coin, you have Clark, who doesn't know any of that. He's not and it's not a bad thing. It's just I didn't have that. I didn't have that.
It's a circumstance.
I didn't have those. I didn't have that. But still, you have two characters who are basically being adopted by a different world, that they were originally brought into. So,
I think the scene that introduced that your observation the best was when we saw Kara land, and then Clark finds her.
He's trying to connect.
There's an automatic separation. She's speaking only Kryptonian. He only knows English. He only knows Earth Common. So
and standard, whatever.
There's that crevice of connection, but still trying, and you could just see how that was much of a difference, and that makes sense the way they introduced it. So I was like, oh, okay. And it was funny, and I'm pretty sure y'all both picked up on this. When her father turned on the force field and Argo City was lifted, the first thing I thought, I know if you are a fan of the Super Friends, you already know the Bottle City of Kandor. Yeah, when I had to apologize to the guy next to me because I geeked out. I was like, there's a Bottle City of Kandor. Oh my God. Sorry. My ADHD is kicking in. I'm sorry.
It happens.
So sorry. Yeah. So, but that just led to them throwing in different references that comic fans will get, but the standard cinematic fan will not. And
that's okay, because even my wife, she didn't know. She doesn't know. She doesn't read. So she doesn't read those comics, so she doesn't know, and that's okay. This is more of a generality, and I'm okay with that. So this hate, this undeserved hate, really, that this movie is getting is ridiculous.
Like I I'm on a different side of the internet, and praise be, hallelujah. I don't see, to this day, I don't get any of the vitriol. I literally do not see it. Like, I have to hear it from y'all. What's going on the darker side of the internet? I don't know what I have done. I don't know how I managed to do this. I wish I could give y'all the secret. I don't know.
Yourself lucky.
Yeah, you've been able to avoid the wet hot pockets. So yeah.
I think it's a lot of irrelevant. So I heard that people were not pleased with the movie in general, but not specifics.
There weren't any specifics, correct? It was just like, it's not character driven. No, it's very character driven. It's very character driven.
I would agree with. There was the goal of having Kara and Ruthie achieve this goal of getting Ruthie's lick back for her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
But not it was I was confused why they made the choices of leaving out certain aspects of the book in the movie. I feel like having the scene with Kara and Ruthie hanging at the bus depot and having a deeper conversation compared to the way that they did it in the movie,
mm-hmm.
I didn't understand why they made that choice to
change.
I feel like they lessened it.
Yeah. We never know what they're deciding at a boardroom or in a meeting, anything like that. So we know there are some things that were in the comic that we won't see. Oh, did we lose him?
What happened? Maybe it's possible. Okay. I'm gonna while we're waiting for him to return.
Yes, he better return.
He better return. You have my number. I think his internet might have gone down a little bit. I'm just gonna go to some of the comments. Yes, mainly the Bronx. The chicks that like to fight, mainly in the Bronx. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, that is a fact, though. That is a fact.
Millie did a better job as Kara than Kara did as Kara, if that makes sense.
I
kind of get what you mean. The act of being her is better than the person. I get you.
Yeah.
Well, side note, Superman Returns was released in theater 20 years ago today. Was that the bad one? I feel like that was the
that was the bad one.
The beginning of the not so greats.
Mm-hmm.
Tafari TV says, kind of reminded me of Darwin from the Marvels. We're here for the hero's story history, but the bad guy is there for the sake of the story needs a villain. Yeah. That it, which is sad because this guy in the book, he's a motherfucker. Like he's a BAN for real. Oh, Miss Regine. It is. How are you?
Yo, what's
Good
up?
evening. Indeed, my dear. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Thank
you, Regine. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.
Very much so. I would love to get her take on this movie as well. Ooh, I would love to get your take on this movie, actually. You free to come on the show? I'm gonna shoot my shot. If you're not free, that's cool. That's fine. But if you're free to come on the show, please let me know. Tafari asks, so is Krypton still out there? So it kind of
is. It's in asteroid form in a lot of ways. The whole planet wasn't completely decimated. The core just boom.
Right.
So now you've got chunks of Kryptonian lore out there in the universes, but they've never been explored.
Oh, Miss Regine, let me send you a link.
So she's just sipping dinner and eating wine. Gotcha.
Where are you? Oh, that's the wrong email address. Hold on.
So she's sipping dinner and eating wine.
Yes, I mean both are the same thing in my opinion. Doing that currently. Miss Regine, I've sent you a link as well, and maybe we have our original guest back.
It's like Tina from Napoleon Dynamite. Eat your food, Tina. I don't know what the hell happened. Glitch McGee over here.
Good Lord. Could there be survivors in the book? Yeah, no, we saw. Okay, so here's my. Tafari TV wanted to know if there are survivors in the bubbles. Yes, as we saw, people were still alive when Kara left. Is it true that she's traveled far and fast enough where nobody has had enough time to continue to feel the effects of the kryptonite?
I would gather yes, because this was written by Anna Noguera. I hope I'm saying her last name right.
Yes.
In the way that the whole gun universe of DC is happening right now, they're doing a lot of setups. They're world building, and it would only make sense to later on down the line to say, hey, this happened. And it would only be safe to say, like, let's just say they decide to bring Zod back in. You know, just throwing it out there. Not saying that's what they're going to do, but to say that Argo City made it out, if Zod is in a prison, why not? You know, it's safe to say. You know, so to say that everybody on that encased bubble of a city died, no, not all of them.
No.
Dying, yes. Some sick, more than likely, but to be able to get some people back, mainly not her parents, but to have some people show up, yeah, why not? You know, not to gamble everything on Kryptonians always showing up. No, we don't want that, because you lose the essence of them being the final two, basically.
Right.
You know, you lose that essence. So it's a very open door.
I mean, we don't get a lot of Kryptonians in general popping up in DC. I mean, they only had the way that it's posed, even with Superman, they only had enough resources to make that one pod to send somebody each time.
And even then, Jor-El did that. He did that under Shadow. So he was just like, hey, he was. I don't know what the hell y'all doing. I'm about to get my kid up out of here.
You got to go. I don't know what I don't care what everybody else is doing, but my baby's gone.
Y'all and y'all not listening. Yeah, I got to get my kid up out of here.
BZ, what up, dude?
BZ the voice.
How are you, boo boo? I can't wait for your Wednesday wisdom. I'd be looking out for those when I can, bruh. I appreciate you. Bama, hi. Sometimes you don't get acknowledged on the show, baby. That's just the way the show crumbles. But did you die? If you didn't die,
that is the goal. Did you die?
See. That's
we see you, but did you die?
But did you die? You did not.
As long as you're here.
Was there an expiration, ladies and gentlemen?
Welcome. Happy to have you, boo.
I will say this. Momoa should have always been Lobo. There has not been
let's talk about the standout. The alleged standout of this show. I didn't feel like he overpowered the story.
He did not.
He added what was needed when it was needed. He did not make himself the center of attention, which is great.
I said, this is how you kind of do that without doing too much of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because see, now we know you are where you're supposed to be, Jason Momoa. You are now where you're supposed to be in this world of DC, and you played it well. Can't wait to see you in the future. And then we get back to Kara. The fact that that cigar is actually a vape. And
it's crazy work.
And he said he just kept bringing it, and they was like, write it in. I'm like, why wouldn't you roll it? You didn't have it in before.
Yeah, just do it. He said that he brought it. What did he say? I saw an Instagram post something. He went down to like Florida or something, or he was in a different country. He's in a different country, and he bought like these big fat ass freaking Cubans, and he brought it back to the studio to get them mocked up and have his vape pen be put into the mocked up
It's actually a smart
cigar.
move, man. It's actually a smart ass move.
Bro. Well,
It
also
worked.
you're kind of telling on yourself. Did you bring the Cuban? You brought a Cuban back into the country. I don't think you're allowed to do that. But that's
Well,
fine.
he can deny it. He can deny it.
He's like, no, I took a picture.
Yeah, I was gonna say I took pictures.
But no, you're right. I'm glad I wasn't the only one that's seen that, to say he shows up just enough.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't, he steals the scenes he's in, but he doesn't steal the show.
That part.
I didn't miss him when he was gone, but I loved him when he was there. God damn that!
And he was just enough of a bastard. Just enough.
A bastard.
He was just enough.
just enough. Charming, but also a real motherfucker.
Yeah.
A charming mofo. A little bit.
You know, the fact that he was like, they stole my bike. I want my bike back. I'm like, hey, get your bike back. Y'all know how you are about your fragging bike. Yeah, like, get your bike. So yeah, that was a nice touch. It was a very nice touch.
Can I be messy? Can I be a little bit messy?
When have
It's
you ever
your
asked
show.
to be messy?
I know it's my show. I'm just asking because what are you gonna do? Say no? I don't think people really want Lobo. And I'm saying this as a person that loves Jason Momoa. I think it's a lot of cap. People being this excited to see Lobo. Y'all wasn't buying his book.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Y'all
you.
wasn't buying his book.
Thank
Thank
you.
On that note,
Because I never once said, oh, I would love to see him as a central character. No, why? No.
where, bruh? Bruh, he is a catalyst. At best, he's a catalyst in other people's books. If they can figure out how to make him a central character, cool, great. Do it in the comics first. But first, I have another guest. Miss Regina.
Hola.
Hey, friend.
How are you?
Oh, I love that blue. Wait a minute. Shane.
That's Hank Blue, isn't it?
I know.
Yes, Hank Blue.
Oh.
Black culture at its finest.
Man, I want to be like you
And-
when I grow up.
Made and crocheted by a black woman, okay?
Ooh,
Let's
wait, the
go.
earrings too?
Down
Yeah,
to
the earrings, yeah.
Were
The
you-
earring.
Can we talk later?
Absolutely. She lives in New York City. She's from Brooklyn. She's Brooklyn based and born.
I believe you. I've seen it. I love it. First of all, thank you, Ms. Regine, for gracing the show with your presence ever again.
Yay.
Please, everybody, if you do not know, this is the CEO, founder of Women in Comics. If you would like to join the Women in Comics initiative, get your ass the fuck up. go do it. It is not just for ladies.
One of their posts. I've been trying to share every last one of their posts.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
But because you are in my mind now and forever, a comic goddess and God in general overall, I am so happy to get your opinion on
Ooh, can we
first
call
of
her
all,
goat?
the book.
Can we call her the goat, the goddess of all time? Can we
the goddess
call
of all
her-
times. Yes.
Goddess. Y'all too much.
Is that not what I said? I could
I'm
have
just
sworn I said.
saying, you know,
I'm
just
so
saying.
sorry. I apologize. I would love to get your opinion on the book first, if you don't mind going over that. Were you? I feel like you were in the room a little bit, or in the universe when that book was being made. Do you
No.
remember? Oh,
I never read the SuperGirl, SuperGirl book. I'm sorry, child. I had wine before this. I still haven't had my sipped it.
I'm a third of the way through mine.
Hey,
so don't
hey,
worry.
hey.
Oh, so we're not alone. Okay.
No,
Apparently
you're
not.
not.
All right, all right.
Hey, what it is?
So I
Y'all
didn't
don't know what's in this cup. That's all I gotta say.
I didn't read this particular storyline. I was kind of aware of its existence, but I definitely was intrigued when I heard about the movie coming out. That the fact that it was specifically based on a specific storyline, and I always love that type of stuff. So after I saw the movie, I promised myself, like, okay, let me find out which SuperGirl book it was, which
Right.
quick storyline because it was really, really intriguing. But also, I wanted to say real quick, and I said it in the chat, like literally, like this, like Supergirl, the day that it came out, I think like in New York when Superman Returns came out, it came out like a couple of days prior because someone said the debut day was 28th, but in New York, I think it came a couple of days prior. And so I saw Superman Returns on that day, and that's the day that I decided to enter the comic book industry 20 years ago.
Oh wow!
It was either 26 or it was today. And so it's literally 20 years ago.
No, today's for the Superman Returns. Today's the day.
The official day. Yes. Yeah.
Happy anniversary, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yay!
And killing it.
So it was a little sentimental. It was sentimental for me to go see it this past week. So
that is crazy. That is wonderful. Kiss me.
The emotionality of the moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. So, because opinions, whether you read the sacred text or not, your opinion is still valid because a movie is a movie and we all have feelings. What did you think of the movie in general?
I liked it in general. I mean, I appreciated seeing Kara like differently as opposed to how we've seen her in media in the past. And I'm not talking about comics, but just in terms of movies and TV, you know, and seeing the distraught, seeing the PTSD, you know, seeing that, she grew up on Krypton and, in the that aspect of Krypton, the city that was left after destruction. And that's something that Clark never experienced, and he never experienced that type of trauma. So to see this young woman go through all the things that, Clark hadn't, and it was fascinating. And also when she said he's young, like he's older than me, but he's young because he's never had to experience any of these things. And so to see her development as a person, as a character, but also to see how she navigates her abilities, because they're the same as Clark's, but it's different because she didn't spend her entire life under a yellow sun.
Right.
So her powers move differently. It's not like she hasn't been completely changed on a cellular level. Like he's totally changed on a cellular level.
Right.
He grew up under the sun. He absorbed that. She's like, listen, if the lights go out, it's a wrap, like she's like night, but I can still fight, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that bar scene was the main example. That bar
it was. She was like, I don't got my powers, but I can fight.
Yeah, right. The scene of her, that CERN catching the bleeding. She's like, "Oh, I'm bleeding." Okay,
exactly. And so but it shows just how she's so filled with ingenuity. Like she's like, I'm gonna figure it out because I spent most of my life without abilities, so I'm going to figure it out. I'm not gonna say as opposed to Clark, because we're looking at this particular universe, but when I think about an episode from the JLA animation where Clark didn't have his abilities, but you saw that he knew how to figure shit out. I thought that was very interesting. He was on another planet and everything. So I really thought it was really deep on a couple of different levels. I mean, I think there was some critique that I had for it. I'm trying to remember some specific things, but there definitely was some critique that I had. I'll probably remember as we're talking, but overall I appreciated the nuance.
I will say I was sitting there trying to figure out the real differences between Clark and Kara, and just trying to apply them to like new world issues that we're going through right now, like taking somebody that was a refugee and thrust into America and realizing she literally does have more power in this world overall compared to where she comes from. She, like you said, she did have to figure out she was a normal person for a much longer extensive period of her life compared to Clark.
It definitely made her a better fighter. It made her a much better fighter because she's used to being in the trenches. She's used to being in a bar. She's a bar fighter, so she knows. Clark is more like hit him, try to save everybody around him. She's just like, hey, let's take this outside so we ain't got to worry about anything. And let's handle the business out there. But I'm gonna make sure this business get handled. You know, like
when she handled it outside, I thought of Roadhouse.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, even when she finally caught up with Krim and got hands on her, I'm like, oh, she's a much better fighter than her cousin.
Oh,
you know,
she fight like she wants to win, not like she's trying to save a life.
She's like, all y'all got to go. All y'all got to go.
Correct. Everybody could catch a lick. Navy, do you have any other thoughts or anything that spring to mind?
I think what I liked about the movie, and you get enough people that are hating, of course, anyone of the ultraviolet collective, you know, you're going to hate anything that involves melanation, so I don't really care about that. And especially those so-called fanboys, because things aren't accurate. What I liked about it is showing Kara's mortality, and she was still coming up to try to do the right thing, even though she didn't want to, she didn't feel like it, she wanted to be left alone. You see her still trying to push through all of this to do what's right, because in her heart, like her mom said, I just want you to be good. And I think that message kept resonating in her head despite what was going on in her heart. So even when she didn't have her powers, now mind you, both times, there were 2 times that she was down and the sun came out. Before that happened, you saw the fighter in her come out when she was on Bilkis and she was fighting the green sun, and then when she got thrown out the airlock just before the sun sprouted out, what was she doing? She was fighting. She was fighting in her mortality. She was fighting in her, in her basis of not having powers. The powers just add to the fighter spirit that she already has, and the ingenuity and the survival instinct that she always had. And that was the one main thing about the movie I liked. She wasn't trying to be, oh, woe is me. She was like, nah, catch these hands, because I got plenty to give out.
This is the one thing that actually resonated with me with her, because I will never be able to fully resonate with a white woman.
Facts.
Her, like, leave me. Could you just leave me the fuck alone, please?
Leave me alone.
Could you just leave? Could you actually just leave me the fuck alone? I'm not trying to get into nothing. I'm going through some shit. I need a minute. Can you let a bitch breathe? That's all I need. Can you just let me breathe?
Yeah.
And this is why I really need her to be. I need the super family to be black, because there is no place on earth where I don't feel as a black woman like you keep trying to pull from me. I'm tired. Pardon me. Nigga, I'm tired. Okay?
Yeah.
You leave me the fuck alone. No, I still got, but you know what? No, I gotta get the fuck up. I gotta put on the fucking big girl superwoman goddamn outfit. And I gotta help a motherfucker, because apparently nobody but me can fucking do it.
She never did, like Navy said earlier. She never lost the core of being a good person. Because she wanted to be a good person. You know, she definitely wanted to be a good person. She never lost that core of doing it. Is more reluctant, if anything, because it's like, I'm so bothered right now. I ain't got the time. I got a hangover. I just fine. You know, it was that energy.
Yeah.
You know, so
she doesn't really want the responsibility.
Right.
She doesn't. She came here.
She didn't celebrate her birthday. She just wanted to celebrate it in peace.
Well, no, I'm talking about her just coming from Krypton.
Yeah.
She was sent here to just to survive. She wasn't, the expectation in her mind was just, okay, I'm losing my family. I'm getting away from here because my family is trying to save me and they want what's best for me. I didn't sign up for Captain Save-A-Ho. I literally did not stand up for this.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Which says a lot. Which says a lot about her father and Clark's father. They're like, oh, y'all definitely opposing.
Yeah,
like he's really bringing Kara up to like, oh, her parents are like, yeah, be a good person, do this, do that. Jarrell and Lara is just like, go there, conquer, get some hoes.
Yeah. Yo, when they made that comment, I said, oh,
ew. But
like, oh, so y'all was like y'all knew, but y'all just different, like,
which is also a conversation about nurture versus nature as
Yeah.
well. And they ultimately both want the same thing, but because I guess they both had more exposure to don't be a fuck up and also be a good person, really made them who they are. Ultimately, I want to see more of Kara's story when she gets back to Earth.
learning Earth,
Mhm.
learning
I
Earth
really-
culture,
that-
learning Earth customs, and
I maybe I need a TV show, I don't know, or streaming, whatever the fuck it is now,
Mhm.
of her, and her battles and learning to like Earthlings, because we are hard to like. We are very hard to like.
I mean, let's face
and
it,
understand.
let's face it, how she dealt with Krim.
Yeah.
She was like,
Do that here.
as much as you would like to, and
Can't
we
really
wouldn't
do
blame
that
you. Like, hey, we would hold you. Like, you know what? They did it. Go do what you do. We ain't seen nothing. So,
Oh, sorry.
but we
Hi,
get it.
Lizzie. Hey, Lizzie girl. How are you?
Hi, Lizzie.
I appreciate you being here. I can't put up everybody's messages because I have it in like vertical mode.
Different
And I
aspect.
don't want to continue to do a disservice to
The
all of
block faces is
the
like,
people.
hi,
It's
thank
like,
you for
hi.
Like
coming.
this.
Yeah. This
Hey,
is
appreciate
your
you
message
so
is
much.
important to us. Please. But I see everybody off to the side. Rev, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you for stopping by as well.
No, he's right though when he says, "Well, we all got family, and everybody ain't built like that." Yeah, that's
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, a lot of times
Okay.
chosen family is way more powerful than blood family.
This
That's
is
a
true.
fact.
Absolutely.
That is a fact.
We know this as a fact.
Very much so.
But I like how they slipped in the metaphor of immigration.
Yes.
The metaphor of immigration. When I saw that, I said, "Wait a minute. There's a barrier between Kara and Clark, and yet Clark is trying to be welcoming, but there's the apprehension from Kara because she's never seen him before.
Yeah, she doesn't know him.
No,
Like, I don't know you.
She can't understand him.
It wasn't. Wait, it wasn't. I saw that. It was not missed, and I think there were other people who watched it did not miss it either. And I'm sure someone caught it. It just showed that she's coming from an unknown place. You're scared. You're landing somewhere. You don't know what's going to happen. So, fight or flight is in effect right now. And this is before she got her powers. And I like the countdown of, and your powers should kick in just about. Scene change.
The vomiting that I would have done immediately. Hearing all of that shit, what the fuck is going on? Everybody shut the fuck. But goes again to, could everybody just shut the fuck up and leave me alone? I don't
You
want
see
to
how she did when she was in her apartment or Clark's apartment, and she just puts the headphones on. She's like, this is, and we've seen that play out with Clark in his younger years. Like, he's always finding no matter what iteration it was him finding out, like, I am ingesting so much information right now, and it's too much.
Sensory overload.
Yeah, you know, and it's just
really sensory overload.
One thing there's something I do want to point out when he meets her for the first time, and he says, "I've been tracking your ship for about a week trying to find you."
No, he said a month.
Yeah, a month. I would like to know, like, how did you get that message that she was coming?
Probably from the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, you know, that's true.
Like, it probably
picked up
that it was a Kryptonian ship.
Yeah,
remember,
because now we have another question that needs to be asked. If he sees that and knows she's coming from a part of Krypton that's no longer there, is the next question is like, if she's here, who else is out there?
Yeah, of course.
And what isn't he aware of?
River out here, Gary told him.
Yeah, Gary on his shit for real.
But it does. But see, this is why I like what's going on in this particular gun universe, because it's like, okay, you're not leaving stones unturned for a reason. That just leaves other avenues to talk about something.
he's taking his time and being digestible. He's not throwing 6 movies and a TV show and maybe a play and a song soundtrack that you know, if you know, you know, you follow up on. There's a part of me that just feels like he could have done a better job with the telling of this story. He could have given us a little bit more of a high to ride with her story. And I wonder if somebody else could have done a better job.
As far as direction, because the director was Craig. I can't think
Robinson. I was gonna say
no, not Robinson. No. I was trying to say it's not Robinson. No, we're not gonna go for Craig. No, I can't. Wrong Craig. Yeah. And he's done something else too. I think it's more of a direction type situation. I don't think it's a writing situation because Anna was the one that did the writing.
Right.
Gunn was kind of supervising a little bit. It's still.
There's something missing from the story.
It is. It's something that's going to make it snap. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
But we're seeing this formula, though. We're seeing this formula with these other movies. There's an element that's missing, but that element usually comes in another movie. Then you're going to go backtrack and say, "Oh, now I understand." And I think the next movie is going to do the same thing. It's going to add the element to Supergirl that was missing to make it, make it more cohesive.
Because she's in Man of Tomorrow next year. Next year, yeah. So
I don't know about that.
It might not be that big of a connection, but you might see that progression of her character a little bit. You know, she might be a little more forthcoming. She might be a little more receptive, or better yet, just like you said earlier, dealing with human beings in certain situations. Yeah. You know, hey, we can't do that. Come over here. Come over here. We can't do that.
No.
We can't do that.
No.
I know, Car, but we can't do that. I tried it before, and there's a big thing with wormholes and everything. It's a thing, you know. So
there is an aspect, I'm thinking about it now, that I wasn't sure about, like how much time has passed between her landing on Earth and her going away into space. I was I'm not sure how much time has actually passed. Like, was it a month?
Because it couldn't have been instant. It couldn't have been.
They never explored it.
No, they didn't, because her learning English or whatever did not take a day.
No.
She's smart.
She's smart. They in Kryptonians, like Superman in comics, does learn a lot of languages relatively fast. Not Barry Allen fast, but he does learn them fast. And she's probably the same way. She can digest different languages a little faster. Super brain is what they call it. Yeah, I didn't come up with this stuff. But like him saying, I don't know Kryptonian. I wasn't raised there, but here you got Gary and the rest of the robots that you didn't take the time. You didn't take the time to learn it.
Yeah.
So
why didn't they teach him how to speak Kryptonian? That's crazy.
That's the same question.
That's what that was.
I'm pretty sure Gary says, he's probably mentioned it before. And he's just like, oh, well, I got to go and do a thing, I mean, mind you.
Or if he's like, I'm the last one. What the fuck I need to know that for?
What do I need? Right.
Also that
he's like, I'm a little tired of digesting and translating these little videos for you. And just like we seen it in Superman, when after he got into a fight with Ultraman, who we find out is Ultraman, he's like, well, sir, you still are healing. He's like, nope, got a job to do. So I can just imagine. He's like, hey, you need to learn your home language. Hey, there's nobody else to talk to. I gotta go. So I think those things will come later.
I hope so.
They're learning. Look, let's put it like this. I've often said about the Snyderverse that Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, and Justice League was Superman's story, told in a much longer form much more complicated, opposed to just giving him proper sequels. What we're seeing in Superman and in Supergirl will probably be proper sequels being told with their character progression. The fact that Superman's only been Superman for 3 years, Kara's been Supergirl obviously much less, you know, probably half that time, you know, but not even to the point of true acceptance. Even by the end of the film, we see it where he's having that kind of, when she comes home and he comes home and he's like, I could have used your help last guy, blah blah. I'm glad you're home. She's like, I'm glad I came.
I mean, she's not Supergirl yet.
No, not
all the
not
shit that she's going through is not going through. She doesn't have a name for herself yet anywhere in the universe.
No, right. Like she just tells Ruthie that, and as Clark has said to her before, this is let the people know this is how you identify us with the good guys. These bright colors and everything, because obviously that's not a homeworld thing. So this is something totally different. So
a universal thing.
Yeah, and I like how they're doing those discussions when they're saying this is how, it's very simple. Even she's like looking at Krypton like, why is he wearing his underwear on the outside? It's like just these little nuances that make it work. And even her doing Kryptonian, I'm like, I didn't think I was going to read this much dialogue, but okay, I'm with it. So here we are.
I'm thinking about this, and I didn't realize this until tonight. I really thought that James Gunn did everything for this, and I think that's the difference. I think I don't know what kind of power or avenue or direction he would have taken with the movie, but I really that man be doing shit with movies.
I'm sure he has some input
to do.
Yeah, I'm sure he has input. I'm sure he does, but he's like, I have to take the reins off because I'm running this entire shit. But much like certain directors that's in Atlanta that haven't learned the role yet, he has writing team, and he's willing to trust the writing team to put together something, and he gives his input about how he's building this. He's building a world.
Yeah,
like every
do it by himself, which
every project that we've seen come out. Look at the Suicide Squad, and then you watch Peacemaker, and you're like, oh God. When you first meet Peacemaker, he's an ass, and then you watch the show, and you're just like, oh no, he's just a dimwit. It's like there's a reason why he does what he does, and here you explain it. So there's a character development thing going on, and I think that's what he's want. Creature Commandos development, the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker development, Peacemaker season 2 development. We're not done seeing any of these characters in the future. They're going. That's why when people like, I want it now, I'm like, dude, he's building a world right now.
But see, that goes back to what, the observation Lady Mandalore said before, how she felt something was missing. You just explained that fully with Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. Yeah. In Suicide Squad, we don't have a lot of reference or clue as to why these characters act the way they do, especially Peacemaker, until we see the series and we get more layers as to why. And I feel like that is what James Gunn is doing. He's leaving a hole in every production that he does, so that way when something else comes along, it has that element that fills that hole, but you're still creating another one for the next one, and so forth and so on, until you get to the apex of whatever you're trying to achieve. And I think that's the mark of, honestly, a good creator or movie producer or director in anything, especially if you're doing a series. You want that element to make people stop and go, so I wonder why that is. That makes perfect sense, and that creates that dialogue and that conversation, which a lot of times you've watched the movie, that's it. There's no discussion because it's all right there, black and white. Okay, there's no point talking about it.
Well, I just want to chime in real quick. I think there's a difference between something missing in a story and holes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think, or specifically, like, if you want to continue certain information into the next story or movie. I think specifically with this movie, there is something missing. Well, it's not necessarily information, but it there's an element.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's missing. And it's not something. Yeah, like it's not like it's not like a specifically like something a part of the story that's going to be mentioned in the next movie. It's like there's an element that's specific to this particular 2 hours that's missing. I think that's what I took from what Lady Mandalore just said.
Yes,
so it's definitely agreeable.
Just to, I guess, build a bigger picture of what I mean, like it's is a story being told? Is there a beginning, a climax, and an end? Absolutely. That story is told through and through. But what was my description? I described the level of empathy that I had for these characters was like a 5 out of 10. There's something missing that makes me want to be riled up and root for these characters. And it's not action. We got that. We got her beating people up. There's a certain, maybe like some kind of through line or subplot or character development that's missing to make me go,
there's a linchpin.
I can tell you there's a couple of things that was coming up for me before, but now I'm remembering. There was something missing with the young girl. I forget her name.
Ruthie.
Ruthie. There was something missing with Ruthie. Like specifically, like we know that her family has died, and we've all seen this type of premise before in stories or what have you. But there was something specific to that. Like this little girl has all these various different skill sets. Like we don't know where she learned that. I don't necessarily need to meet all the nuances of that, but I may have wanted to see some flashback just of her father teaching her a couple of different things. Maybe like, how does she know to go to these bars and shit? Like, how does she know where to find these bad guys? Like, kids shouldn't know anything about that, but of course they overhear or what have you. But I mean, there's stuff that was missing with her. Just little things that I would have just liked to know. It wasn't necessarily mandatory, and she had every right to be angry and upset. But she's trying to kill a grown man with these 2 swords, and so I had questions about that. I also, this is a nitpick, but I had an issue with that black family dying.
What? Because out of all of the universe, because the entire fucking universe, you get the one black family that you kill out of everybody that
I did not. I said, okay, something is up. Something is up. I kept saying that, and I'm like, something is up with this family right now. And then when I seen it going on, and I'm like, something's definitely going on.
And I had issue also real quick. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, please go ahead.
The fact that she didn't know their language. This yelling ass language that was on that bus. You know that, but you didn't know their language. And it's not that she needs to know every single one, but she's very familiar with the various different planets and what have you. When she's like, "Oh, you don't speak the regular tongue," meaning English. I was like, "If you don't stop, if you don't stop, either." Exactly. I'm like, this is xenophobic as hell.
His brother was giving it away too. He was giving it away.
He was, and then they died, and they died violently.
She was like, "When is your friend getting here?" He's looking scared.
All of them. The little girl didn't even. The little girl that they were trying so hard to save died, and I get
in a back alley, which was crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, and you see it from a distance. You see it from a far view. I'm just like, please save this little girl. Nope.
Like that's a
barely got to know who they are. Barely got to know who they were.
Barely, because it's funny because she said like, "Oh, all the little girls are found. We have all the little girls." No, you don't. You know that you're missing the little girl that's there. That's theirs. So when she said that, I was like, "Okay, I'm about to get real mad in this." And so when she died, I mean, like as a storyteller, I get it. You know, there are character sacrifices that are made, but I think I'll go on a tangent if you let me. I'm gonna be
no, you are.
I've seen your tangents before. They're very entertaining.
Like, you have a responsibility when you are creating marginalized characters, especially Black characters. Mm-hmm. And with the climate in this country, the climate in this world, best believe a Black family should not be the first that's killed. You know, and especially you have a young girl who is a victim of human trafficking. Let's not. How about we don't do that?
Yeah.
Please. Decision on that. You know, it's like tragedy is going to happen in these stories, and it's you know, and as a storyteller, it's like, okay, I have to kill my darlings, but I have a social responsibility not to do it like this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Had the parents just bit the bullet, and the daughter that was not able to get saved was the one that made the killing blow, like we seen.
Yeah.
Okay. You know.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
I'm gonna be pissed, but I'm not gonna be. All three of them had to die. Pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All at once, like this. Yeah. I totally get that. And like I'm just mindful of the decisions that folks make when they're not Black.
Yeah. The snorters once again telling. And I thought I'm glad I'm not the only one that felt it. I'm like, damn, did they all have to?
Out of everybody, this is the only Black family in the entire universe, number one. And you found them. They're sort of kind of helping you. One of them really wants to help you versus the other.
The mom was trying to be the mom was trying to be she was trying to be a centerpiece, and the dad was just like too scared to do any damn thing.
Right. I mean, but there's a story there too about them. We're not bad people. I need my child back.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do. And honestly, if it's gotta be you who I don't know over my kid, I'm giving them you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And it's horrible. Yeah. But the things they're gonna do to my baby is I can't let that happen.
We're just trying to get her back. And and the stuff and like Regine said about Ruthie, I was expecting, I'm like, this little girl, her father makes swords. Apparently he's the man when it comes to weapons.
Yeah, definitely swordsmith. Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, okay, little girl, you brandishing the sword like you really about to do something with it.
For real. I thought the same thing.
Let's see it.
You not have any training.
Last minute decision. It's going down. You know, it's like you haven't been in a situation yet, but this is your situation that you should show that skill set if you have it.
Which frustrated me more as one of the differences between the book and the movie. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give it away. It's only the first part. It don't matter.
Yes.
If you have somebody that is killed in political as political violence, you have to continue that story. You have to continue that story, especially in this day and age. And you just did it in the Superman movie. What the fuck? What the fuck?
You cannot shy away from it.
No.
You hear now. Tell it.
Yeah.
You have to tell it.
Don't be scared now. You haven't gotten this far.
Don't
stop now.
It's not even fair. It was blatant in Superman. Blatant. You knew exactly who that man was. You knew exactly who what is his you know, we have not seen the leader of the Jewish state in many months now. Thinking about it. Anyway, but you did that. You had, if he did not, he was a very ethnic looking man of Jewish descent that was being portrayed in the Superman movie. Why did you not go that far in this movie? Make him look, he doesn't have to look like it, but make the story more about Epstein Island. Because that's what this was.
Look what Cross did. I was just like, yo, we starting out the season like this? Okay.
You're trying to propagate the male species of this particular people. Is that not what this is, in a sense?
Yes.
Why did you go further? Go further. Who's gonna stop you?
I had a bit of a giggle moment during the movie too, because every time Ruthie would talk to someone, she gives us full introduction of who she is and what she's doing. And I kept thinking of Inigo Montoya. It's like, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. And I'm
looking for the 6 finger.
This is what I'm getting every time Ruthie says it. I'm like, girl.
Yeah, 6 fingers on his left hand. That's what I was. I don't want to say I was sorely disappointed, but I was definitely expecting more from that Ruthie character in terms of a battle. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
this is the big battle. This is the third act. This is where you shine a little bit. Let Kara do her thing, but in the midst of her doing her thing, pop, you do your thing that we didn't know you were able to do.
Right.
I thought that was strange that you're the daughter of a swordsmith, a well-renowned swordmaster who's creating these weapons. Surely he has taught you some things for self-defense.
Apparently not.
At least, apparently.
Just here to play with your Legos.
And we just saw how
she didn't have any sword skills whatsoever.
No, and we saw how peekaboo gets you killed.
Like, I mean, she wasn't fumbling taking this thing out of sheath or putting it back, so she knew how to sneak around. She knew how to.
But you didn't even watch your brothers who are constantly fighting, and I'm taking some memory from the book, but they also did it in the movie. You watching your brothers fight, and you ain't learned nothing? Kid, like, come on.
Even Shang-Chi's sister was like, I'm a train in secret. So because my daddy ain't training me, I'm gonna train in secret.
Training montage.
There's scenes where Ruthie is getting that sword back. She's trapped on that ship, but she's sneaking around in such a manner that they're not hearing her. I'm like, you have a skill set. If you can do that, I know you can do something.
I'm curious what's on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah, and it makes me curious. But I also give a side eye to a lot of adaptations, and especially when it comes to comics, because the storyboards are right there. Of course, there's things that you have to take out and remove. And I also say this is a person that's had to do adaptation from prose to comics. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. We get it. But when people remove like pertinent stuff, I'm always stuck. Like it always has me stuck. Like, okay, there's pertinent things that you removed, or there's different ways you could do stuff. And I also always wonder, like, who is consulting on some of these things, just in terms of what to keep in, what to take out, and if you do remove something, like how it'll affect the story.
It can fuck up the character development.
It can.
It does.
It can. Although I'm of mind where I don't want a page for page, panel for panel storytell, because I do want to be somewhat surprised.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that at all.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, watch what you take out, because it can mess up the story.
Absolutely.
It can mess up your character's
movie
development.
Can feel really gappy.
You might. It can. Yes, exactly. You'll get something that's gappy. You're like, wait, if she did this or he did this, then why are they able to do this? I'm missing something.
That's my point. That was the point of what I said.
Yeah, so it does.
Shout out to Bree. I see you, boo. Yeah, no. Ruthie beat up a goddamn dinosaur. What are we doing?
Yeah, so like, that's what I'm waiting on. I'm like, I know what you did in the book.
I know what
you're brandishing this sword in the back. I've seen movies where people have a sword in the sheath on their back and they can't even pull it out or put it back in. Pause. And they just
the way she kept pulling that sword out, you knew
with no effort.
It's like, just use it.
Exactly. There was no
you're not saving it just for the one dude. Clearly, you don't need to.
Yeah.
There was stealth, there was silence, and there was practice in her moves. That's the gappy part I'm talking about. Because, like Kira said, she can fight. Why don't we get to see it? Why does she continue to be the damsel in distress who has this vendetta about avenging her parents' death, a family's death? But we don't know what she can do other than sneak around and be quiet.
I think that this is what it is. That this is what was missing. It was. She had an ineptitude about her. You, as a young girl, have left your planet, your home planet, your field for the first time in your life. You are not 18, 19 years old. At best, you're 12.
Yeah, I think she was 13.
She's 13.
Yeah, 13, yeah.
13 moves.
You've got gumption. You've got balls. Show that shit.
You at the age where most teenagers start smelling themselves. I need that energy right now.
And it was also the fact that she's sneaking around. She's trying to get to Hither and Yarn to kill this dude, but it's just like, you're sneaking. Can you fight? Can you make something happen, Captain? Like, what are we doing? So that definitely, that was absolutely missing. Like the thought of someone running around with this vendetta, and they can't do what needs to be done. It's problematic on a character level, storyline level, like the whole shebang level.
Tafari said Jesus left home at 13. He's like, Mama, I got to go. I got to
go. He did. Jesus indeed did.
Oh my God.
I got to go. But baby, I got to go, Mama. I'm sorry. My daddy called me. He said I got to do work. So I was like, I got to do work. So yeah, and I think that might be, you're right, Regina. I would love to see what's on that cutting room floor. Because we, as comic aficionados and movie fanatics, we know there are pieces of films that we see that's been eliminated or that's been omitted from the mainstream of the film. It makes all the difference when you see certain pieces.
Yeah,
they do.
It could be whether it's for runtime, whether it might be throw a character development off or something. We see those little pieces. We're at the age and not, I don't mean physical age, but we're at the age and life where we have access to that stuff. And this stuff shows up online and you're like, oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting piece. Why didn't they use that? Was it runtime? Was it because this was an hour 48 minutes? You could have spared a few minutes.
Yeah.
And made a solid 2-hour film.
Correct.
Yeah.
I want to get out of this hole that media has of being afraid to say what their audience is thinking or to hit a goal that their audience wants. It's okay. Obsession. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
You can do things. You can say things in a particular medium, especially when you have a brand new team for your studio. We know what James Gunn is about. He has proven this 3 fucking movies deep. What he is about. You hired him because of that. You hired him because you had faith in him. James, what did you let them do, James? I'm confused.
I wouldn't say you dropped the ball. I would say, hey, they should have made the pass. They won the game. They should have just made the extra pass.
Go be better. Jesus, what?
But still, you're doing better than most. I will say,
be better than Marvel. That's
most.
My goal right now. And I hate that shit because fucking Marvel, god damn it, you had some shit. You had some shit, and you fucked up. But I need actual competition in this. And James and his team and his vision and his go-to-itiveness, I guess. I need more of that. I ain't come here to be spoon-fed no shit, Jimmy. I want hit a bitch.
You did it 3 times over with Guardians. I know.
One more.
I know.
One more thing. I need a black person to direct something, please. I mean, I know what just happened. I know who you just got bought by. But if you are still in charge, I need you to accidentally on purpose hire a person.
I know that after the aura farming that Mr. Terrific did last year, I know that they are moving forward. We're doing a show for him.
I need better.
It can be. Let's do it. Like if you're gonna be running TV and film,
I don't wish that shit on no fucking body. But if you're gonna do it, nigga, you better.
I mean, he's been rocking it, and he's been laying the land. He's like, yeah, this is how you do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly this flag. Can we please get Vixen done properly on the big screen, please?
I don't want her on the big screen. I don't want her on the big screen.
I want her done. I don't want her on the big screen.
I'd rather have her have a series. I'd rather her have a series so people get to like know her. I feel like a lot of us are endeared to her, but she's been peppered in media. She's been peppered.
She's been peppered in the CW,
but not a full rollout.
But yeah, I want a full loadout of her. You know?
I think Lanterns would be a good opportunity.
Oh, agreed.
And then move to a series.
I agree. I'd like to see it.
I will say this.
Like to see it.
I will say this. I know for a fact that what he's putting together with this rebuilding of the universe, he says, "Oh, you're not going to get the same old characters, the same old story. Of course, the big three are going to be there. This ain't about them. This is just to get some of this stuff out the door." But when you're getting Creature Commandos, when you're getting Suicide Squad, when you're getting Peacemaker, Lanterns, you know, you're getting Supergirl. Supergirl, let's face it, I've seen the Helen Slater version. As a kid, I didn't like the fact that you didn't properly connect. Like, that's her cousin. What's the problem with you saying whatever? But you're not afraid. It's clear you're clearly not afraid to take risks on characters that people don't know. You're clearly not afraid to take risks on writers and directors that people aren't really too familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the right game ball. You're in the right ballpark. I'm sorry. You're in the right ballpark. Keep knocking them out the park, because everything I've seen, I've loved. Mm-hmm. Like, I not everything's going to be a home run, but everything's definitely going to get you on base.
Yeah.
So, and he's a fan. He's a fan of hip hop. So what
the shit? Put the shit in there, man. I'm tired of this 1980s goddamn rock pop bullshit.
Don't get me wrong, it's good picks.
Yuck.
You know what it is? No. I can tell you what it really is. It's getting the rights to do said music in certain things. Because a lot of what he's been putting out there. Listen.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot. No. What he's been putting out is a lot of unheard.
We gonna fight over this one. No, absolutely not.
You're not gonna tell me that
enough goddamn money to demand that they.
Oh no, I'm not saying he can't demand it.
Wait. And Warner Brothers has their own music fucking division. Are you kidding me? They already have the rights to a lot of hip hop.
Warner Brothers.
Lady Mandalore, don't fall off the bed, please.
Warner Brothers don't know what the hell they're doing. Let's just start.
But I mean that shit.
Oh, no.
Well, let's just say this. Look, people get the rights to whatever the hell they want to get the rights to.
Yeah. That part.
They have to various different things.
That part.
They'd get it.
Yeah.
And they have it.
Now what he's been putting out there, there are all these bands he's been putting out there. These are a lot of overseas unheard of bands that either have broken up, probably had 2 or 3 albums back in the 70s, 80s, whatever. You're right. He can reach out and say, hey, I want XYZ. I want this one, and this one. Now, is it on him or is it Warner Brothers? Because Warner Brothers, you've been dropping ball lately. You never know.
But I find that often, more likely than not, it was not requested.
Correct.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean I'm entirely right on that.
Mm-hmm.
But 9 times out of 10, they didn't ask for no Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
9 times out of 10, they didn't ask for Scarface. You know what I'm saying? So
let's face it. We havenent seen a character. A lot of the music that he picks so far, like a lot of the music. Like I'll use Mr. Terrific as the example. The song that he used for Mr. Terrific, if you listen to the words, it works with what that character's actually been through. If you know the character, it works with that character's been through. Now, if they had to play Protect Your Neck while he was fighting the Raptors, it would have been like, I ain't against it. It just feels odd that you forced it on there, you know. Mm-hmm. But I'll give him the grace and say, all right, you probably find the right piece to use it on, without it feeling like you're doing a service to a certain community. Because you're making good picks in all your music, whether it's the DC universe or Guardians of the Galaxy. You've been making some damn good picks. They've been bangers. And like, I've listened to your soundtracks. They're like, oh, these some bangers.
Okay, I'm gonna give you
But
one.
let's
I'm gonna give you one song because I love them as a band. The Paradox, Bender as the opening for Supergirl would have fucking kicked ass. Would have killed as an opener.
Yeah.
Or at least for the opening for her coming into the scene. That would have been perfection.
Because
especially
see,
with them
because
leaning in from the floor with the dog, leaning into the music on the bed, and then her going out and literally going on a bender.
But see, no, I'm agreeing with you because this soundtrack is not the most memorable.
No.
What they did for the trailers had everybody thinking it's his music list, and it probably isn't. It probably isn't. But I'm more along the lines of like, find the right band for the right piece. Don't do it as a service. Just let it fit. Make sure it fits. Because if I hear it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna feel a certain way. I might feel a certain way. If you just like, oh, you're using it because it's a black character, I'm gonna feel a certain way.
You know what? I apologize because this still feels like this should have been a James Gunn movie, and it's not. And that I think that's my problem. That's my problem. That's why I feel like this has missed the mark. Completely forgetting that it's not his movie.
Right. So he's still. Sorry. There's no telling what is he running Lanterns? I can't remember. I know he has a team that was behind True Detective that's running Lanterns. I mean, he's behind the production though.
Yeah,
but production. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. I like if you said, hey, here's Mr. Terrific series, boom, give me all the classics.
No,
give
he's
it to
not behind Lanterns.
Yeah. So
Tom King is involved in the Lantern.
That's right, he is.
Oh shit. Okay, all right.
Go full circle.
Yeah, we put right back on it. All right.
So we'll see. It's not the most, them playing "Call Me" during Supergirl's trailer and everything else had everybody thinking, oh, blah blah blah. And I know we know how they do it when it comes to movie trailers. Sometimes there are things you hear or see, mostly see, that aren't in the movie. It just isn't.
I mean, she was wearing a Blondie t-shirt the whole time.
She was.
But I would have liked to have a Blondie soundtrack. Or give me some Fade Away and Radiate.
Thank you.
Give me one way or another. Like, I'm a Blondie fan, okay?
But I will say this: the popcorn buckets and all that other stuff. Look, y'all could have done a better job with that cup.
Did you buy it?
I did not buy it. I was like, y'all not about it. I'm packing up to move to a new home.
You didn't like I didn't buy the bucket, but you didn't like the bucket.
I like the bucket, but I didn't buy the. You talking about the Lobo bucket?
Oh, I didn't see the Lobo bucket.
I'm like, that's a great piece. The Lobo bucket is a great piece to have, but it doesn't hold that much popcorn.
Did you get it?
No, I'm in the middle of packing. We just bought a house. So I'm in the middle of packing. So I was like, I can't add nothing yet.
He had a Lobo money. He had a Lobo money.
I'm like, but see, when I seen how much popcorn, oh my goodness, popcorn goes in it, I'm like, that doesn't hold a lot of popcorn.
It sure don't.
The way they were giving it, I saw a couple people buy it in line. They give you the ceramic bucket, plastic, whatever it's made of, and then they put the other bucket inside of it, the big bucket.
Oh, okay. Because
that's how they were doing it.
The Lobo one was the motorcycle. When we take the top,
I totally didn't know. We had the Superman bucket only.
Yeah, see that
SuperGirl bucket.
Yeah, and then the SuperGirl cup. It's the SuperGirl cup with the coat. Yeah, and it doesn't. They thought it looked like a penis. Yeah.
I didn't
why is it just brown? Make it brown.
Looking at it from the front.
It was like, oh, it's a coat, but then I saw people talking about it. They're like, oh, we can't. This is a penis.
Yeah, when you look at it from the front, it looks fine. Even from the side, it looks okay. But when you start looking at it from the back, you're like, oh,
off to the side, like everything else except for this. Everything else looks. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
You two dog there.
Oh, I would have gotten a
Okay.
So why does the cup look like a circumcision gone wrong?
That's
or it didn't happen. Or it didn't happen. One of the two.
Bruh.
It feels like it just didn't. Anyway.
No, that's not real AI, Bama. That's a real cup.
That's a real cup, bro.
Real cup.
That just reminds me of the episode from Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they called themselves trying to sell muscle milk, and they were like, "Wait, is that a dick?" I'm like, "No, it's a muscle. It's a bicep. It's an arm." He was like, "Well, it looks like a dick and balls," and I'm like, "Okay."
A mess. A mess.
Oh man.
Why is it flesh color? Why is her coat flesh colored?
Because they got the wrong tan. They got the wrong.
They're trying. I get
Listen,
that they're trying
to make it brown, and then it would look like a brown penis. So I think it's just the makeup. It was the makeup. It was a no. They shouldn't have put the coat on it. They just
do away with the coat.
No matter what.
Like,
I can't.
You know what? I guarantee you there was a black person somewhere in production design. I was like, I ain't saying shit.
Right? But forget it.
It was like, I ain't in charge of that project. I ain't saying nothing.
Y'all ain't pay me enough to care to tell y'all about this song.
They talking about like, did you see what they did?
Like, who approved that? It wasn't the director. The director didn't know. They showed it. Some interview showed it to him. He's like, "Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this."
I think it was Momoa they showed it to too, and he giggled. It was just like, the consensus is out. We know it's like it's not what you think it is.
Wait, not the J, the I, the M.
Oh my god, I'm gonna drink my wine.
Oh my goodness.
Face hurting over here, Rev. Stop that, man.
Just lose the coat. Like, just lost the coat on that.
All right, y'all.
Wow.
Overall, can we give a thumbs up, thumbs down? What do y'all want to do? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
I give thumbs up.
I give a thumbs up.
Yeah,
It gets one. It gets a meh, off center, a little off center.
I give it a dub.
So you give it this, don't you?
A little like the cup.
But I will say it's nowhere near as bad as people are making it out to see. It's horrible that they do it.
It's not a bad movie. Does it need crutches? Maybe one, but it's not fall down, you don't talk about.
It's not the Eternals. I mean,
I like the Eternals.
Yes, thank you. I did too.
Don't look at me like that.
I enjoyed that movie. Fuck your feelings, okay?
If you're looking at the entirety of the MCU, it's the weakest one. Is it a horrible film to watch? No. It's just hard to connect to when you're not really connected to the character. There's some great scenes in it. Don't get me wrong.
It is
fantastic scenes. Fantastic scenes, but overall, when you're just like
it felt like
it's not my top 5, but I will say this: like a couple of years ago, I did just a watch of all the, like, not all of them, the MCU movies and shows, but I did a good chunk of them. I did them in order. Like in order of how they're supposed to, like. That's
dedication, right there.
I did that. It was I think it was during the height of the pandemic or the last piece, but I think I got up to the first season of Loki. But yeah, I did everything not in order of premiering, but in order of when everything happened.
Chronological.
Yeah, and when you watch the movies like that, they make a lot more sense. And some of them that I didn't think that were that great actually were better once I watched it like that.
That's how Age of Ultron is. Age of Ultron, they say, was not that great. And I said, this movie made $1 billion, just not as fast as they wanted it to.
Yeah.
But then you get WandaVision that drops, and boom.
Yes, and that's what I did. It all connects. I would, like, if anybody ever wants to do that in pieces, I would.
Yeah, then you end up going back watching Age of Ultron again. You'd be like, no, it's not a bad film. It actually performed pretty. It's well done. James Spader doing speeches is almost one of the best.
I promise you, Kira, some of the movies make just more sense when you watch them that way. You don't got to do it.
No, I you know what? Honestly and truly, I don't think I hate any of the MCU movies. I don't hate them. I think they could have done absolutely better. They could have made more sense, but I don't hate them. Nothing is worse than The Flash. Nothing. Nothing. The Flash and
even if there wasn't that controversy with it, it evolved with it. It's still just
the best part was Michael Keaton.
That was it.
It was a Batman Beyond prequel for me. That's what it was.
It was like, I'm here for the Bat. I don't care about nothing else at this point. I'm here for Michael Keaton right now. I was like,
that's how I felt. Like, I'm here for
it was like everything else was falling apart. I'm like, I'm here for Michael Keaton. Screw it.
You see him,
I know who I'm supporting.
you leave the theater. There you go. Done.
Correct.
I got my money.
Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody for coming on tonight. The double guests. Yes. Miss Regine, can you tell the people where they can find you, catch you, see you, support you? You're up front.